it's Jen. I have this card to share with you guys today, and I started making this card because yesterday morning I was fooling around and making these little flowers, and to make those flowers I used this soft colored rose jute that I picked up in the kids section at AC Moore, and I've been mainly using this for wrapping packages, but I was sitting here and so I made this little flower, and it was super simple for anybody that's interested. It was just a magic circle, and then I chained 3 and attached it back to the circle 6 times just to make those 6 little petals. And then I really liked it. You know, it was just cute and little, so I decided to make a card with it. And I pulled this paper out of my paper drawer. I bought this not too long ago at AC Moore, and I cut the name off of it, sorry. But I very rarely will buy individual sheets of paper because I have so many paper pads. But when I was walking down the aisle, this really caught my eye, and I absolutely loved it. So I've been trying to go through my stash and really, you know, we buy these things and then sometimes they sit around. So I've been trying to pick out some of my favorite papers and use them. So I made it, I fussy cut out some of the flowers and leaves, attached this one with a pearl and just attached that with hot glue, and then I cut out this other flower and put in, I just sewed through 4 French knots, and then it's on Bristol paper card base, and then I just layered the paper and embossed some of the Bristol paper. And I was really trying not to over embellish. Originally I was just gonna have the flowers, but I just couldn't do it. I felt like it needed a little something. So I added this rose crocheted trim and these 3 little pearls. So for me, I think this is pretty simple. I did outline everything. I used distress markers to outline the flowers, and then I outlined the card and the papers and the flowers with just a tiny bit of Wink of Stella. And we'll just try and get it to focus here. So that is the outside. And the inside, I just took another piece of the cardstock. I cut a piece of vellum a little bit smaller than the cardstock, and I just put the adhesive under where the sentiment tag is going to be. And this is just kind of what I do when I make cards. A lot of you guys know I use score tape for everything to adhere everything, but when I make a card that's just going to go in my stash to use later, a lot of times I won't put a sentiment on it, so I could add an embossed sentiment or something later. But you know, a lot of times I'll just leave it just like this and write my note on the inside. But when I put it away for packing, I just run a tiny bit of Anya. This was some paper Anya was using. A tiny bit of adhesive, and this is like a I think this is the Scotch, one of the roller adhesives, and it's supposed to be permanent, but it pretty much, you know, you can take it off pretty easily. And then when I go to adhere it later, I will adhere it with score tape. And the reason I do that is because if you fill it out and you mess up or something, then it's really easy to you know, cut out a new one and put it in there. So, and then just added my blog on the back. So that's today's super simple card, kind of, sorta. But I think I'm gonna make some more of these flowers because I think they're sweet and super easy. So, oh, and let me just give you the needle size I used for that, because this jute is pretty heavy. I used a size 0 needle. It's 3.25 millimeters. So that's what I used with the twine. So you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.